this is going to be a vlog because I want to talk about dark matter. The has so many thoughts running through my head. So if you haven't read Dark Matter, I'm probably going to spoil it for you. So do not watch the rest of this. Most likely, I'm like 3-4 hours in to the audiobook. It's a 10-hour audiobook. So I want you guys to check it out. Like, as far as I'm in it right now, I'm telling you, check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I did a first part. We're gonna play that right now. All right, wanted to record some quick thoughts here. This is Monday, April 13th. Just started Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Finished chapter 1. And you know, I really think he kidnaps himself. I think somehow he comes from a different dimension and he liked his life better with a wife and child. And so he's kidnapped himself and put himself back where the dimension he came from. That's what the vibe I'm getting here. Interesting kind of way that Dark Matter's going. I don't know, man. Like, I just want to record my thoughts. That way I can, you know, kind of come back and give myself the gotcha moment. But I may not do anything with this video. I may just, you know, not do a vlog. But I was just really intrigued by the idea that I think he does kidnap himself. I just stopped for lunch, got some Chick-fil-A. Second week of eating in my car by myself, and I'm gonna get back into Leaping Wolf by J.P. Harker. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what I'm gonna read while I'm eating lunch. So, and then I'm gonna go fix an elevator. It's been crazy. You know, most buildings are empty, and you know, just you get the occasional elevator. I had one that, man, I've been fighting with for like 3 weeks. It gets lost. It doesn't know what floor it's on, and I think I fixed it today. I think I finally got it right, so positive there on being able to fix that. But yeah, Leaping Wolf for lunchtime, but wanted to record that idea about Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Yeah, I think he kidnapped himself, so we'll see. All right, so finished lunch, read all of the first 2 chapters of Leaping Wolf. Did some funerals. Everybody's kind of getting to the place where I'm really bad with Welsh names, but they're getting to the hall. The 2 different tribes are going to come together and test Rhea, and then the funerals were good. It was very touching. Kind of teared up a little bit there. Big characters from book 1 passed away, and they were laid to rest. So I'm excited. Book 1 was really good, Wildcat, and let's get into book 2. All right, now back from I just sent you the first part. Now we're back. Okay, so I am at the point now where Jason is in the observation room, and I'm 90% sure he kidnapped himself. I'm 90 like there is the odd chance that maybe he made it back and he's just living high on life because now he's with his wife again. But I'm pretty sure that the alternate dimension him wanted his life so badly that he kidnapped Jason and sent Jason back to his reality because he decided that reality, the happiest reality for Jason was the one with his wife and his son. So, in being that they just killed his wife on our dimension, I don't know, dimension 2, I guess we'll call it, right? So fake Jason is in dimension 1, our Jason is in dimension 2, and it's just, oh my gosh, like I came home and I like described the multi-dimensional theory to my wife. As a person that does believe in creation, I've had the argument with some people about multi-dimensional or the multiverse theory, right? So they believe that we are the one reality that worked out, right? And that because the theory of evolution has been so hard to prove. Yes, there are merits to it, and there's a bunch of things, but scientists have come through and said, if we have all of these steps that create life, right, we can't do it because there's something missing, the God particle, right? So for me, that was the tipping point where I found Christianity, because I knew there was something more than what science could explain. We needed that something more. So
with this idea, the multidimensional theory, that's the one where it's like, well, we had that something more in this one instance, and that's what created the cataclysm of life, right? It's in the Big Bang theory, the everything that happened theory. I'm really excited. I don't know if you like this is a lot of fun. So and for me, I've always loved science. It's like a huge part of my brain, and because there was that gap that science couldn't get, that's where I found Christianity. I found Christianity organically, right? I, was looking and searching and always been curious, and that's how I found it. So, where now? Now, if you take a step back, I'm rambling. I know I am. I'm just really excited. I like listening to the book on the way home. I'm just really enjoying the idea of what is possible or could be possible, or the theoretical possibilities that could happen. I it's a neat idea, and I love the idea. The idea is really cool. It's fun to stretch your mind and think of different ideas and what's possible. And even in my level of light theological reading, it's neat what God hasn't showed us yet, right? What may be possible, and He just has said you're not ready for it yet. Your mind cannot comprehend these things. You're wanting to see and wanting to learn, and it's just really really cool. So for me, this book has been fun. Dark Matter, Blake Crouch, really really fun. Um, I didn't read anything else today, but I'm working on the autism book with my son, trying to get that done. I listened to a little bit of The Wizard of Oz with them yesterday. Yesterday I was off because I did school. I was the teacher yesterday, gave my wife a break. We listened to The Wizard of Oz while we were doing schoolwork. It was a lot of fun, got some reading done. Started Foundryside. Where did I set my Kindle? I don't know where. So NetGalley, I was like, hey, let me try NetGalley, right? And when I tried NetGalley, I got immediately declined for like 2 books. So I was like, oh, I guess you have to just scattershot it. And then I asked for like 10 books, and then I got them all. And so I think Shoreside is the second book in that series, and my library had on Kindle the first one. So I jumped into that one because I have 10 days with it. I'm going to try to read it real quick. It got added to my TBR, so probably something's going to get kicked back off to next month. But working on Wildcat, enjoying it, about 50 pages in. What else am I reading? Oh, I told you about the autism book. A lot of good ideas that lady has. She talked about stepping back and observing your child and trying to figure out what causes things, like triggers for behaviors, and then when you get into the actual behavior and then the consequence for the behaviors. So that was really, really neat to jump into and get to understand. Anything else I'm reading right now? No, there's nothing else I'm reading right now. So that'll be the end of this one, and I'm excited. Yeah, really excited. So I'll check in later.
All right. I am 7 hours and 42 minutes into Dark Matter. It's still pretty good. He's gone into the multi-dimensional generator, and he's finding all these, realizing that his thought process is what creates the roadmap to him going to his dimensions, and his mental state is what's causing him to go to these fractured dimensions, the dimensions that are not quite his. So just had lunch. I'm about to, just grab some Taco Bell, and then I'm about to read Leaping Wolf. I have about 20 minutes left on lunch, so I will get with you guys a little bit later on that. But wanted to update. I've been reading a little bit on the positive parenting for parents with children who have autism. Long name. And the talk is really about all the things that you should do as a parent. Like, okay, you now have to go do this, or you're not allowed to get ice cream right now. And then when your kid whines, and then you're not supposed to let them have what they want. Well, with children who have autism, you are basically, because they're so used to patterns, you're generating, when you give in, you're generating pathways that, okay, I said no to this, but then they begged me for 25 minutes and begged me and begged me and begged me and begged me and begged me, and then I finally gave in, and they know that's the pathway for them getting what they want. So you have to work at creating positive pathways, and really just having to be a little bit stronger in your convictions, and maybe even creating better positive consequences. There was a big talk about how consequences are either positive or negative, which is something I've already known, but talking about really reinforcing consequences of positive behavior and working to work harder to get rid of negative behavior, and doing all that through studying your child and kind of taking a step back, maybe studying your interactions of your spouse, or someone else interacting with your child. It's an interesting time to read this because we're at home 24/7, so I have an opportunity to look at how he does schoolwork, and had a really good day when I was furloughed on Tuesday to I was his teacher that day. My wife took the day off and said, hey, you're teaching him today. So I kind of looked at his thought process on how he expects it to be easy. So when it's not easy, he guesses. And so we had to work with him on not just clicking answers because they're doing all their schoolwork on the computer, not just clicking answers because he wants to be done with school, and just he doesn't care what grade he gets. And so working with him, trying to incorporate a sense of pride that he did it right. And I saw that a little bit on Tuesday. I saw him being proud of doing it the right way, and that was something that was really fun to get into with him. So, not looking at the camera, I don't know what I'm looking at, but so that's the reading I've done. Working on those books. I didn't work at all on Foundryside. It is pretty good. It's a good start. Angela recommended that to me, and then we recorded last night a discussion for the blade itself. That's going to be fun. I'm going to put that on Friday. And this should come out on Sunday, once I get done with everything and edit all the videos, all the clips together. So that's all the life stuff I've got. I'm gonna go fix something at the Braves Stadium. So talk to you later. Bye. All right, so I had gotten the Lemony Snicket Bad Beginning audiobook from Libby, and it was only 2 hours, so I went ahead and listened to it real quick while I was working. It was pretty good. Stuck really close to the Netflix show. The Netflix show was very good, and I found the book very good. It was done more by a voice cast. Some of it was a bit annoying, like they had like a very loud baby crying for a little while, and that was not great. But Tim Curry was the narrator, who played Lemony Snicket, I'm guessing, and I love Tim Curry, so that was really, really cool. Other than that, I haven't got anything else done, but in one day I got a good bit of reading done. So talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye. All right, quick check-in. It is Friday at 10:20. Just fixed an elevator. The relay, I don't know if you can see that, it had a black spot in it. Should look like that. And had me fighting an elevator for 2 days. Easy fix once I finally figured out what it was. The finished Dark Matter yesterday. Dark Matter was really, really good. I enjoyed the entire scope of it. I hope if you guys haven't read it, I didn't spoil anything for you. I know I was really excited the other day, and I kind of jumped into the multiverse theory, and that was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed going over that. The end was very satisfying. Gave it 4 stars. There was a certain part where I don't know. I did 4 stars. I'll talk about it in a review. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I had to work late last night, so I'm crazy tired. Well, not work late, but I just worked a long day. And then I stayed up, and Deanie, we did a BookTube Gamers fun day. We did Human Fall Flat. It was hilarious. Basically, you're this ragdoll, and you're trying to complete levels, and you can like drag each other off the cliff, and it's a bunch of fun stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. And then uploaded a video today where me and Angela talked about the blade itself. That was a fun video to film. We did it on Zoom. Kind of try to get ready for eventually we do a Way of Kings panel. That will be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do that very soon. Wanted to talk about it with some people who are first-time readers and just got done with it, and maybe haven't even got into the second book, see where their theories are. That'd be really fun to figure out. And then, people like me and Angela and Pints who have read it a couple times, kind of our thoughts on it for people who have. Michael Nips, by the time we film the panel, will probably read it 3 times, so we'll see. That's all I've got for now. Just being tired, I haven't read a whole lot. I finished in Dark Matter. That was the audiobook I was doing. The other audiobook I could do is Gods of Mars or Metro 2033. So I don't know which one I'm going to hop into next. I might do Metro 2033. I'm excited to get into that. I don't read a lot of Russian books, and so we'll see how well this one does. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump into Metro 2033. While I drive to go get some lunch, I'll turn that on and see how I like it. So check in with you guys next time. That'll probably be the next one will probably be the last one. Then I'll upload it on Sunday. So talk to you later. Bye.
All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. Let's call this the end of the blog. Started Metro 2033. Got about 30 minutes into it. Setting's really cool. Could easily be a horror. I know it's not. It's just the setting is really dark. So enjoying that audiobook so far. Got it on Audible. Gonna do some video game gameplay behind it. So I'm about to play some Metro 2033 on the computer. So here we go. Talk to you guys later, and thank you for watching this vlog. Bye.